Hi guys, Mitch King, Trade Stocks America, the Friday market recap, November 9th. Here's Dow 30, a little close-up look here. A lot of volatility the last several days. Usually marks the top or a bottom of any type of pullback. My guess we get at least some sort of consolidation and a slight pullback before we make any move to the upside. NASDAQ recovered yesterday 1.6%, and I think the day before was down 1.9%. We got some good jobs numbers, much higher than expected. So we're getting all kinds of data, and the headline news is pretty much gyrating the market. Here's that T2108, the percentage of stocks above the 40-day moving average dropped below 50%. So it's very possible, I could be totally wrong, that we may get a bounce from here and not get much more of a pullback. But usually we see one after that kind of run, and with those signs of that high volatility, on that pullback. Here's Netflix looking to make a higher move above 350, and this was the top. There is not a bad tick in this yellow circle right here. Actually was the top, and the CEO and founder made some sort of comment that his stock was overpriced, and so it sold off 72 points that day. 20% of the stock's value dropped, mostly because his comments. So if you're ever a CEO of a company, don't say that. TSLA stock has really fallen apart, hit a low of 132 on Friday, and I would expect for your day traders or short-term swing traders to look for a bottom to buy. I think this is going to swing back at least 10 to 15%, especially if it continues to move down toward 120. My guess is that we're probably going to see a bounce, an attempted bounce, probably Monday and Tuesday. Hope you covered OXBT, and for you most experienced traders, you might look for this to move back over 8 to 850 for a second helping on the short side. These tend to do that, and then typically they move to a lower low in the following weeks. I hope you covered that TRC. Most all these shorts really were excellent moves on the downside, and a good quick profit on the short side. Let's take a look at Alexion. This is a pharmaceutical, went to a low 114.50 and then bounced. So I think this short is over for now. I thought EFX would take more time to break down, but had a big rebound of 1.8%, which is a lot for that stock. And Disca, if you didn't cover a short, you might look at covering that one. Here is 6E, which is the Euro futures currency, and it's excellent moves there. You can see a buy signal in the buy zone. So a nice short before that and a nice big long. And you can see a big sell didn't take place for probably 7 or 8 hours after. And that's very typical with these currencies. These Forex pairs, in this case just a currency future on the euro, they trend for quite some time and sometimes days. A couple nice trades on natural gas here. And as usual, some good moves in CL, which is light sweet crude. This idea of the Iran negotiations for a nuclear agreement, if that was settled, if there was a signed agreement this weekend, the expectation is that the oil price would come down because they'd put in a million barrels a day into the systems, and the price would come down further. So you guys take care, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.